NFL 23 on EA Sports. And today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Falcons and the Bats on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Atlanta Falcons and the Austin Bats. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
Set to go, Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway from the Texas capital. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Roth. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. They'll set up to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. So opening drive, 3rd down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 2nd and 2. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Up the middle they go. Roth. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Now a give right side. It's Roth. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Ruff. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the fourth quarter. But here, it's happening early. A definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this first quarter already. And now after that completion, they're set up 1st and goal.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Bats are on the board here first in the season opener. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by a young man making his first NFL start.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That was good tough running right up the middle. If the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace and change direction, that's often the end result.
They'll run again here with Andrews. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Andrews. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. There you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Operating from the gun, far. And they're not able to hook up there, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw, far, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll run it with Andrews. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Far.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Far. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Deontay Hardy.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He hit on all 6 of his passes on that opening drive, including the final throw for a touchdown, as his guys start here 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Roth. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Roth.
And he's got a 1st down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. Already their second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Bats have moved out in front.
So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense.
Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out. Able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1.
Throwing to start the drive. Farr. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Operating from the gun. Farr. His throw incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They'll look to throw again. And that would be incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Up the middle they go. Roth, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be Falcon football.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Farr. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming out 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On 3rd down, Farr. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's Williams to return. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Wide open receiver complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw again. It's Williams on the catch. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, where you see the final score there. Derrick Henry, over 100 yards in the victory with 2 touchdown runs as well. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they trail the visiting Chicago Bears. Justin Fields has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory. Tom Brady, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for our home team, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
They go jet sweep here with Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out. That's double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
To throw on 2nd down. Far. Complete over the middle to Hardy. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top roll, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action. Far. And that, nearly picked off. But it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Far. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. Austin's offense ready to go again. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw here. And his throw is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. But now it's third down.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Out of the gun now on third down. Now he'll escape to his left. There he goes, left side. Past the 20. And touchdown. Their mobile quarterback with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bats are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Well, you want to talk about making something out of nothing. Boy, he did that right there. What an incredible run.
Obviously, a pass play, and he couldn't find anyone open downfield. But sometimes the receivers just run those defenders off, and it creates a wide open space.
Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and a long run there in the end to top it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. But really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Far.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives them a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Far. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. A dump off this time for Andrews.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Here's Andrews.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Far. He's got his man, London, right side.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Looking to throw. Far.
Setting up the screen, here's Algier. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Over the middle, complete. That's Hardy. Touchdown, Falcons! Deontay Hardy, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Roth, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Roth. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Now during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Up the middle they go. It's Roth, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Well, some good games around the league here early in Week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. On 2nd down now, it's Roth. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. We know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. but everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the home team here, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will be at home